this is that link. It'll bring you right here. As legit as it gets. Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office. I'm going to lay it out here in just a bit.
Imagine the scenario. You've just found the perfect used car. You've done the deal. Keys are in your hand. You're breathing in that, new to you car smell.
Mm-hmm. The excitement.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then weeks go by, maybe even longer, and you're still waiting for the official title, the registration in your name.
Yeah. That feeling.
That sort of slow dread, right? Because without that paper, you're kind of stuck.
You really are. Legally, it's a bit of a limbo. Can't insure it properly, can't sell it on.
Proving ownership becomes a whole thing if something happens.
Definitely.
So today we're going to do a deep dive into a pretty significant consumer protection settlement. It involves AutoNation, specifically their dealerships over in California. They're one of the biggest retailers in the U.S.
Right. And our mission here really is to unpack what went wrong in this case. We want to look at why these title and registration laws are so crucial for buyers.
Yeah.
And importantly, what steps were actually put in place through this settlement to make sure that you, the consumer, are protected when you make such a big purchase.
Because it is a big purchase.
It really is. And this isn't just, about AutoNation. It's about understanding your rights, your protections, and the systems that are meant to uphold them.
Okay, so let's get into it. What exactly was the core issue that led to this settlement?
Well, at its heart, the allegation was a systemic failure.
Yeah.
We're talking potentially thousands of instances going back to 2019.
Thousands. Wow.
Yeah, where AutoNation dealerships in California allegedly didn't transfer the vehicle ownership, the title and registration, to buyers on time.
On time meaning? What's the actual rule there?
Good question. California law is actually very clear on this. Used car dealers have a strict deadline. 30 days.
30 days from the sale date?
Exactly. 30 days from the sale date to get that application submitted to the DMV for both the registration and the certificate of ownership.
Okay, so it's not just a guideline, it's a hard deadline.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's not just bureaucratic red tape.
Yeah.
It's fundamental. It stops buyers being left in that legal gray area we talked about. As District Attorney Nathan Hawksman pointed out, these laws exist precisely to shield consumers, to make sure companies that take your hard-earned money actually follow through.
It's about basic trust, really, especially for such a major purchase.
Exactly. For many people, it is one of their biggest purchases.
So, given the scale, these thousands of alleged instances, what did the settlement actually involve financially? What were the penalties?
Sure. So, AutoNation dealerships agreed to pay a total of $650,000.
Okay.
Now, that breaks down into $450,000 in civil penalties, $150,000 to cover investigative costs,
right,
and another $50,000 specifically earmarked to support consumer protection efforts across the state.
So it sends a fairly strong signal about how seriously regulators take these kinds of violations.
I think that's fair to say, yes. It highlights the importance of compliance.
Now, money aside, the settlement also required AutoNation to change how they operate, didn't it? What specific changes did they agree to make?
Yes, and this is arguably the more impactful part for consumers long term. They agreed to some significant operational shifts.
Like what? What stands out to you?
Well, a really key one is this. They now have to put a stop on selling a used vehicle if they don't physically have the title, or at least a clear, documented path to get it within that 30-day window.
Ah, okay. So, if the paperwork isn't looking right, they can't sell the car?
Basically, yes. If they can't reasonably ensure they can meet that 30-day transfer deadline, the sale is paused. And get this, sales commissions on used cars that can't be transferred on time, they get deferred.
Oh, interesting. So the salesperson has skin in the game now.
Precisely. It directly links timely paperwork processing to the salesperson's paycheck. That creates a very strong internal incentive for compliance, beyond just company policy. It becomes personal.
That seems like it would make a difference. Were there other changes?
Yeah, a few other important ones. They committed to making sure essential pre-sale checks, like smog tests and VIN verification.
Vehicle identification number checks, right?
Right. Making sure the car matches the records. Those have to be completed before any transaction.
Okay, so more checks up front.
And they also committed to having dedicated staff, at least 10 employees at all times, whose job is specifically processing these ownership transfers. Plus, a designated manager at the regional level or higher is now responsible for overseeing compliance overall.
So more resources and clearer responsibility.
Exactly. Now, it's important to note AutoNation resolved this without admitting the allegations, but these are still substantial changes aimed squarely at preventing future delays and protecting buyers.
Okay, let's sort of pull this together then. What's the main takeaway for listeners?
So I think the core takeaway is this. The AutoNation settlement, with its $650,000 total, really underscores how vital timely ownership transfers are. There are specific legal deadlines, like that 30-day window in California, designed purely to protect you, the buyer. And the agreement here, forcing new policies like stopping sales without clear titles, dedicating staff, even deferring commissions, it shows a real commitment to enforcing those protections.
So what does this mean for you listening right now? I think it's a really powerful reminder, isn't it?
It really is.
That there are laws, there are
Hello all, this is Mike from Your Car Dealer Bond. If you guys need anything, dealer insurance, a dealer bond, this is really our wheelhouse. We don't write any kind of car insurance. We don't write life insurance. We don't write house insurance. Used car dealer insurance in specific states, California, Arizona, Oregon, Utah, Texas, Georgia, Alabama's a big state for us. We'll also write for you in Michigan. Also can help you with your dealer bond, your surety bond. A lot of different requirements depending on what state you're in. But we can help you with that as well. Please reach out to us. Glad to help you. Glad to keep bringing you content like this related to the industry, something that we think is valuable, not just cramming down your throat what it is that we do, but also what's in it for you. Really, what do other car dealers just like you? We've got about 650, maybe 700 dealers now that we write across those states that I just mentioned, mostly in California, though, I will say. But what I will also mention is that we're also including some of the reviews that are posted on Google. You can find them there, but our Google reviews of dealers just like you, telling what they think about us. Take a second, if you don't mind. I'd love to, to kind of share that with you. And other than that, thanks so much. We really appreciate you watching our content, really digesting it. And as soon as your dealer insurance comes up, about 3 weeks before or so, your dealer bond comes up for expiration, please let us know. We'll see if we can keep your agent honest, and if we can help save you some money or get you better coverages. That's definitely our goal. Thanks so much. You all take care out there, and keep up slanging them cars.